Thank you. May I ask you to settle down now, please, and put the phones away? Thank you. It's friend 9, Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Yes, good evening, Seema, and good evening, everybody. What an atmosphere here at the Crucible Theatre for this second session. And as Stephen said, Stephen Hendry earlier, this first couple of frames hugely important for John Higgins to just get his way back into this match. Big ask the way Ronnie played last night, Ken, though.
Yeah, he really does need a fast start. Looked a little bit edgy, but as Stephen said as well, I mean, he could do exactly what Ronnie did to him last night. But he's under a little bit more pressure, of course, because he's chasing that deficit.
Oh, yeah, one thing you will never do is write off this man Ronnie's playing against. Doesn't know the word quit. Happened so many times in his career where he's back against the wall and finds a way to win. So Ronnie will know he's going to keep up his standards, and boy, were they high last night. Tremendous scoring he was on. 86, 82, 137, 95 and 76. Yep, pretty brutal. And John was in his chair a heck of a lot.
Yeah, and that's how it all panned out there. The match points. Yeah, it was just a very sort of somber performance from John Higgins. It came out with amazing atmosphere last night as well. Big build up to the match, but it just started very slow and never really got into second gear. Of course, they play 8 frames tonight. It's a must-win sort of session for John Higgins, I think, going into that final session. Even if he's 4-all, he doesn't want to be 4 frames behind it. Maybe too much, but a 5-3 win tonight. Well, he's back in it. A decent safety shot, but he has left John shot in this red. Can he find one?
Yeah, another example of how tight these pockets are playing. Absolutely accurate. We're not having it. That would have been in a few of the tournaments I've seen this year. But not here at the Crucible. It's a proper test at the moment.
Yeah, he's a little bit unlucky, John Higgins. They got so close, and that's why the red stayed over the pocket. Nice easy starter for Ronnie here. Oh, beautiful control.
One.
For the blue here. Top side as well. Not easy, that. Just cued it beautifully.
Oh, well did he hit that. I mean, for first poke of the evening, that was some touch. Absolutely beautiful cue ball.
And straight away, you probably expect Ronnie to play on the black here if you can't get it back on its spot.
Seven.
Yeah, judged nicely. So that red just to the right of the black spot, I'm sure will be his next target.
Yeah, and of course, we would say key to this, if you can leave yourself that loose red and leave an angle to screw into the pack would be ideal. Might be able to do it here, but
15.
let's say he'll probably play a little soft cannon into him. How hard he hits it, probably not so much with this one. But he'll try and develop a couple of reds. Couldn't really do it there. So he's going to need a good split in a minute.
22.
Well,
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 22.
a little bit casual with that one. Flicked a little bit of unwanted side on the cue ball, and that's why it deviated offline. So, chance for John Higgins now.
Gotta be careful of first row, please. 1.
He's got a lovely angle on the black, but he's got to be careful. If he screws it, he could lose the cue ball back towards the left corner pocket. May have to stun up into these. Well, it's not too bad. He's got
8.
one to the right centre. But once again, he's got to judge possibly a cannon on a red before he gets on this black.
It wasn't the world's greatest pack to split, that was. He's done quite well just to have any shot on it.
9.
And he could play it in such a way where he could hold position on the pink. So he can drop this in, and he's got a choice of reds here. You can either screw back and play red in the top right hand corner, or run through and play the red in the top right hand corner, but options.
Yeah, he was just gauging. The pink doesn't go on its spot. Where was it going to fit behind it? So he's played for the guaranteed position.
Pink going as close as it possibly can to its own spot.
15.
So John can play this, and there's still that loose red on the outside, but there's also a really nice gap and split in amongst those balls that if he could come off the black and go right in that gap with pace, they could open right up. So he's got options if he can just land on this half ball. So he's got the loose one
16.
first, but that gap above isn't the worst place to stand the cue ball in with pace. So he's taking the loose one first, and I would suggest if
23.
you get in that gap, they've got to open up. You'd be very unlucky not to be on one.
24.
Oh, has he hit it hard enough? I don't think he's on anything into the right corner.
31.
Just didn't use enough pace there, and he could have afforded a little bit more pace on the cue ball to really split them. He is on a red into the right corner, but he's going to need extension, extended rest, maybe even extended spider. That is very awkward. One red just above the pink available into yellow or green pocket, but certainly not straightforward this.
I think it's taking medicine time. I think that's what's going to happen here. To chip off the red. Doesn't look like he's taking anything on. Yeah, it was not like John, that one there, just a bit. I mean, there's no downside to being firmer there. You couldn't really lose the cue ball. So he was unlucky not to land on one.
John Higgins, 31.
I think he'd be playing with a bit more pace.
Ronnie potted a couple of cracking long pots last night. He was looking at this red, but I think he's going to refuse it. Too difficult. So just a safety. Just looks a nice pace of cue ball here. Find that ball cushion. Excellent shot. Look at that.
Yeah, absolutely superb. And you're going to be really, really careful here because this table is absolutely rife for a clearance. No red safe, nothing on a cushion. So one mistake here could be critical. Yeah, no intention of playing the pot there. Yeah, a little bit lucky there with the double kiss. Don't know whether John can see enough of this red. On a first glance, I'd say no.
He was very lucky, Ronnie. I mean, that double kiss always seemed on. And you see his shake of John's head. He's very unfortunate not to be on this red for a pot into the middle. Is he going to play a back cross double?
Looks like it.
Oh, he is. What a shot. An element of safety, but if it gets up past the back line, well, that's an extra bonus. What a shot he's pulled out there.
1.
Yep, here's one of the best doublers. Some people, as a gentleman holds up a great shot banner, you'd have right. He's very proficient at doubling balls. And now John's got a very good chance here. One he'd be extremely disappointed not to make the most of.
Six.
Yeah, good idea to get rid of that red that's next to the black sooner rather than later. Just
12.
makes it easier to manoeuvre the cue ball. Get rid of that one and then it's plenty of space. You don't have to worry about which pocket you're going for.
13.
Didn't hit that one great. Could have done with a little bit more on the cue ball. Finished slightly off angle.
Played that one nicely.
20.
Back in prime position now. He needed to start in the front foot tonight, John Higgins. And if he can win from that inspirational double, give him a Nice boost, good start to this evening's session. That's an unusual stat. His tournament highest break is only 81.
28. $29.
Yeah, this is just what John Higgins needs. A good start.
35.
Ronnie O'Sullivan is what a fantastic front runner he is. Some people might be playing and worrying about
36.
someone catching them up, not Ronnie. He usually presses on, so very important this opening frame this evening. Missed that red bridging over early in this frame. And a cross double from John. A seamless visit, which should take the opener. Absolutely no surprise that John
43.
Higgins is here, concentrating and putting it all in.
44.
Taking these well.
Yeah, he looks a different player to last night. He just looked a little bit edgy and that got off to a bad
50.
start. It looks completely different already. First impressions. And this
51.
is a wonderful break.
$56. $58.
Yeah, they've played 65 competitive matches against each other in the top events, these two, and it's 33-32 to Ronnie. So to say they're well matched
61.
is the understatement of the year. 6 times they played here at the Crucible, and it's 3 matches each.
65.
So something's got to give. And this has been an excellent start from John Higgins.
70. $76.
Well, he said his highest break's 81. He's just about to beat it, Kent. Here comes an 83. In it goes. And an excellent start from John Higgins. Just what he needed. Very good cross double. Led to a position on the brown. And that break, he takes.